First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants.
To kick off for New York.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going.
Chauncey Golston on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll put Ayuk in motion. 30 now on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Watkins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. On second down, Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Start this on the ground with Scatterboot. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play for the Giants. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The RPO, that one is complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all the...
Good blocking, and he's in. Cam Scanaboo. Touchdown, Giants. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Giants move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Tyler Newman is there before the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
He's a gain of 6.
3rd and 5.
Get set. On 18, what's up?
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy certainly one of them.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. They'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there.
So they try to throw a little bit of curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Scatterbo. Steelers forward for maybe a yard. Off from secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
Diamador Lenore on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
19 Tiger.
Out of shotgun. It's dark. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. Out to his right. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Get set.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Kittle is the man in motion. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third and a yard.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Dart on the run to the right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here comes the lefty punter, Jamie Gillen. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. with a carry by McCaffrey. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. The rain not letting up continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now a gift to Scattermove running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd and short. 30. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. And I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
On 1st down, it's Scattermove. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Dart. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third and 6. Looking to throw. It's dark. This pass deflected and caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Like, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They run once more with McCaffrey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. Kittle is the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's complete to Watkins. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. 60.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 40-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Nice.
Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Forced out left. Oh, that is out of his reach. Overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect.
To the air again goes Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scatterboot. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. To the air once more is Dart. Open man is Pager, the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Here's McCaffrey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Robinson. He's got it. That's a 1st down across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Kittle is the man in motion. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. They'll go again with Robinson. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. First down, 49ers.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Purdy on first down. And he can hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And when he's forced out of bounds a very short game.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Handoff, running left is James. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. You try and run here with James. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a... for the defense, back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, Mike, this is a real throwback football play right here. There's not many teams around the league that utilize a fullback, but when you have one, use them. And that's exactly what they tried to do here, but he was not able to pick up this 1st down. Great job by this defense getting a huge stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun. It's Dart. He has Hyatt. Complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard
So,
line.
2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
New York Giants.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, Dart. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Dart gonna throw it again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here it is, 4th down and 10. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. First down, it's Robinson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2nd and 5. Run up the middle with James. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Jarita. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.